Throughout the Gospels, we find Jesus being talked about, or referring to himself even, as the Good Shepherd, one who cares for his sheep. It's interesting that Jesus uses the analogy of being a shepherd. Shepherds weren't well thought of. They performed a job, but that was about it. I mean, even think of the scandal of the angels appearing to the shepherds on the hillside on the day Jesus was born. It wasn't exactly what people expected when they thought about the Messiah. So Jesus, breaking all the rules and the preconceived notions, identifies himself as a shepherd. And he tells the story from the Gospel of Matthew. Let's take a look. What do you think? If someone had 100 sheep and one of them wandered off, wouldn't he leave the 99 on the hillsides and go and search for the one that wandered off? I've talked about this passage before, and every time I do, I try to find a new angle to look at it from. Sometimes I'll look at it from the perspective of that one sheep that has immense importance to God. Whether or not we see it as important, it makes sense to go after that one sheep. From another perspective, you can say that maybe it's remarkably irresponsible, or at least seemingly so, for the shepherd to go after the one sheep and to leave the 99 on the hillside. What could happen to the 99 on the hillside? Isn't there less risk in letting the one sheep wander off and still protect the 99? Maybe it's that kind of foolish love, or seemingly foolish love, that I find ourselves most attracted to in God. But today I wanted to think about those 99. Those 99 who are left there on the hillside. We get the sense that they're left there helpless, but I don't think they're helpless. They're the ones who stayed. They didn't wander off. They knew where they were fed, they knew where they were being cared for, and so they stuck around. They stayed within the boundaries that were drawn for them by the shepherd, and one wandered off. And so the shepherd, Jesus, goes after that one sheep in an effort to draw them back to the quite literal fold. And those 99 remain. It shows an immense amount of trust the shepherd has in those 99 to stick around. Those 99 stay on the hillside and continue to do what they are shepherded to do. You see where this is going? The church is God's flock. We are the sheep in God's fold. We follow our good shepherd. And sometimes someone wanders off. Sometimes that someone is us, is you, is me. And Jesus calls the 99 to stay where they are, to continue to be faithful. God trusts the 99 to be there, so that when God returns with that one, they are welcomed back into the fold. Now you can imagine those sheep have some thoughts about that one who walked away, right? How selfish, how immature. Maybe they should just go off and do their own thing if that's what they want. We say those things sometimes, don't we? But I wonder if part of this parable is to remind the 99 that we're there for a purpose. We're there to welcome that one back, not to make judgments, not to make a call as to whether they are of worth or value. God has already done that. God has already named them worth going to get. And so what can we do as a church to welcome back someone who maybe found themselves astray for a time? How can we welcome them back and let bygones be bygones? Let past mistakes be just those. Because we've had them too. We've been welcomed back before too. Perhaps that's the purpose of another parable, to remind us that when our son comes home, we ought to celebrate, because When they were first lost, it seemed all was gone. But when they're found, there's hope and there's reason to celebrate. And so as the 99, let us find ourselves patiently waiting and trusting and receiving with celebration as that one comes home. Amen.